New Jersey lawmakers are trying to find a way to come up with billions of dollars in lost revenue in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. For some residents, Governor Murphy is proposing higher taxes. CBS 2's Nick Caloway is in Paramus with more on these talks over the revised budget. Nick?
New Jersey's economy has cratered since March, partly because stores like the ones behind me were forced to close and tax revenues dried up.
Besides setting off an unprecedented public health crisis, this pandemic also unleashed an economic crisis that can be only rivaled by two other times in our state's great 244-year history: the Great Depression and the Civil War.
That grim reality sets the stage for a drastically revised state budget proposal from Governor Phil Murphy. 1.4 million people filed for unemployment in New Jersey since March, and the state now faces a $5.7 billion shortfall. The governor's proposal calls for more than $1 billion in spending cuts, although funding for schools will not be directly cut. Taxes are also part of the plan to increase revenue. Murphy called for higher taxes for millionaires, corporations, boat sales, and limousine rides.
Building a stronger New Jersey requires us to ask those who in some cases continued to prosper as this pandemic raged around us, and most certainly were hurt less, to do more so we can strengthen the middle-class families who are the backbone of our state.
The new budget adds money to help schools and universities reopen, to support long-term care facilities, and protect affordable housing. Ultimately, the state legislature has to approve the budget. Republican lawmakers were quick to say the plan doesn't cut enough.
I agree that this has been a pandemic and it's really hurt our revenues. I understand that. But his reaction to that is not cut. It's not structural changes. It's spend more, borrow more, and tax more.
Governor Murphy also plans to borrow $4 billion to help fill the budget hole and create a $2 billion surplus, which also drew criticism from Republicans.
I mean, we're just taking one credit card and paying off another credit card.
The governor says that $2 billion surplus is a much-needed cushion just in case there's a second wave. The legislature has just over a month to come to an agreement on the budget. In Paramus, New Jersey, Nick Caloway, CBS 2 News.